let's talk about the internet's darling right now, the Panasonic S9. I've actually used it for 5 days, so if you want to see me vlogging, stay tuned for the video after this one.
Just go out and test and feel.
So the biggest flaw of the Panasonic S9 isn't actually any of the things that all the other reviewers have said about the camera. It's something totally different, and I actually have a solution for it. Yes, of course the camera has flaws, as any camera does. And to make it that small, Panasonic had to make some compromises to fit everything in a body like that. And here's the thing, do not underestimate the power of having a small cinema camera and a great photography camera in a body as small as this one.
I actually haven't tried this, let's see if we can fit it in the pocket. But being able to have a full frame lens or a full frame camera with you wherever you go is actually quite a huge deal.
And of course, if you've seen all the other reviews, you of course know all the flaws. The recording limit is of course going to be one of them. But if you've seen a lot of the videos, you can actually record almost 40 minutes. But of course, you will have to stop and start recording every time. But this is nothing that I tested when shooting with the camera. As anybody else, I would love to have a full-size HDMI, headphone jack, 2 SD card slots, and a mechanical shutter. But to be honest, when shooting content for YouTube, I almost never use any of those features. I only shoot with one SD card, and I never use the headphone jack when recording myself. And I never use a monitor when shooting myself outside either. When it comes to shooting with strobes, I nowadays only use video light, so even the lack of mechanical shutter isn't a big thing for me. And to be honest, the only thing that I miss with the Panasonic S9 is the lack of AVF, because I'm over 40 and my eyesight is only getting worse. So in my opinion, the biggest flaw of the Panasonic S9 is that Panasonic didn't have the 18 to 40mm pancake lens ready at launch. Now, a small camera like that of course needs a companion lens to go with it. And I believe that Panasonic actually knows this, and that's why they made the 26mm f8 lens, which is a pinhole style lens, which could be a fun lens to play with, but nothing I would use for videos like this. But as I said, I think that not having the Panasonic 18 to 40 lens ready for launch could actually stifle sales for Panasonic. And also, as I said, the Panasonic S9 needs a companion lens to go with it. A small lens that makes you put the whole package in your bag really easy, lets your camera bring it with you everywhere you go. In my opinion, it defeats the purpose to put something like a lens of this size on a small body like that. And in the case you want to use lenses like this, you might as well go with the Panasonic S5 Mark II or Mark IIX. When shooting my vlog, I mostly use the Panasonic 18mm f1.8 together with the Panasonic 20 to 60mm, and even with those two lenses I felt that the camera would be better if I had a smaller lens. With that said, I actually did use the Panasonic S9 together with this. This is the Sigma 45mm f2.8, and together with this lens I actually think we got a small package that was really easy to bring with me. And I actually think that this is a great opportunity for other manufacturers to make really small lenses for the L mount. And in all this, here lies the problem with not having the 18 to 40 ready at launch. I'm actually not sure that I would go out and pre-order the camera without that lens, because I know that if I go out and buy the body right now and the lens comes in 6 months, I know that the price of that lens will probably be much higher. Just check any kit lens that you can buy with the camera and without the camera and you will know what I mean. But as I said, I have a solution for Panasonic. My hope is that you can actually register the purchase of your S9 and then get the lens for the same price as you would get the kit later on when that lens comes. That would be a great solution for me, because then I know that once the lens comes, I won't lose any money just buying the lens itself. Or another solution would be to actually buy the whole kit right now and then get the lens later. But then of course I do really need to have a date when the lens will be out for sale. So as I said in the beginning of this video, I've actually used the camera for 5 days and I really loved shooting with it. And I know that this lens has gotten a lot of heat on the internet, but sometimes it's hard to explain how it is to actually shoot with the product and actually looking at the specs. And I will actually be buying this camera with my own money. So if you have any questions about the Panasonic S9 and how it was shooting with it, just write them in the comments and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. And don't actually forget to watch the video where I am shooting with the Panasonic S9 for 5 days. See you in that video. Bye bye.